in terms of the percentages that make up someone who makes money versus loses money, you're actually arguing, I believe that you're saying 95% is exclusively your discipline. So I would love to talk about that with you.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I do. I follow my process. That's it. I believe my process is going to work, which is based on, more than anything else, the fact that it has worked. Okay. So it therefore hopefully should continue to work. I believe in what I'm saying, that a large percentage of people lose. So if I can figure out how to get on the other side, to me, that makes inherent sense. But it has worked. So, I mean, I've been managing this process for over 20 years. So I haven't had a down year in 20 years. So
Wow.
it has worked. So my job is to follow the process. And how do I stay so disciplined? I mean, I just look out here. I have a house here with kids. I have to put food on the table. That's the goal here. You know what I mean? I got colleges to pay for. I got whatever, right? That's the goal here, not fun. If I want to go have fun, I pick up my guitar and I play. Okay. Or I go see a band, or I do whatever it is that gets me going, right? This is not the fun part of my life. This is business. So yes, I have to be very disciplined. It's very easy for me to be very disciplined to this. All I have to do is go back and think about when I was broke, okay? And think about how much I don't want that to be the case, right? All I have to do is think about, if this doesn't work, what the hell am I going to do with my life? I don't know how to do anything else, nor does anybody else want me to do that for them. So do I want to go and drive a UPS truck? Not to diss UPS truck drivers. I have a friend who's a UPS truck driver. He does very well, but that's not what I want to do. So this is what I want to do. So therefore, it keeps me very disciplined to what I'm doing.
I think discipline I agree, is probably the most difficult thing for a trader to really harness. And you've even mentioned that, that's like a big thing that you've even personally had to work on. In studying your methodology and some of the things you've previously said, you've echoed the words of Jesse Livermore of your best trades are a lot of the times caused by just sitting on your hands. Now, you have a perfect story that exemplifies that. I believe you went on a trip with a friend to Africa. Can you share with the audience what happened there and what you learned about the markets and your discipline from that?
So I spent a year in business school. And while I was in business school, I was trading, right? And this was still sort of boom bust cycle type of thing. But I was trading. This was I wouldn't call it pre-internet, but it was really pre-usable internet. It was 1995 or 96, something, right when you would load web pages and they would take like 10 minutes to kind of load. You know what I mean? So I wasn't using the internet. So my broker, who was in Hong Kong, was faxing me every day the Hang Seng Index chart, which is really what I was trading mostly. And I was sort of trading in and out. I was sort of in like a 2-3 day sort of thing where I'd buy, I'd trade this stuff in and out. And I was doing okay. I was making some money. I'd gotten pretty good at what I was doing at that point. But I went with a friend for Christmas break, 3 weeks to Africa. And for whatever reason, I was bullish the Hang Seng Index. Okay. And I said to my broker, look, I'm staying long here. If it goes back through here, then stop me out, right? Otherwise, I'll call you in 3 weeks, right? So I called him in 3 weeks, and the market had gone up like, I don't know, in those 3 weeks, like 15, 20% or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And I made more money on that trade than I made the entire year doing the other crap. Not just more money, but probably 5 times more money than doing all that other stuff, right? And truthfully, I would have made more money because I called him in 3 weeks. I said, where's the market? He said, it's here. I said, oh my God, sell. And I took my profit. And if I'd waited another 3 weeks, I probably would have made another 50%, right? But I can guarantee you, if I was sitting there, instead of being in Africa where I couldn't contact anybody, right? There were no cell phones back then. If I had been there looking at the charts and that he was faxing me, there was no way I would have just sat on that the whole way like that. No chance. So it gets to that Jesse Livermore point where the majority of your money is made in the sitting.